Last time on the Worldwound Avengers.
I'm Morhek.
I am Gigi.
I am Candor.
And my name is Yenklet.
It was strange that they had been able to use this Pale Circle for reliable transportation. This library is located in Fort Clearwater. You see a fresh-faced dwarf whose name you know is Sinbon. This is the Wardstone, Fort Clearwater. We will be undertaking the rites of purification. The Wardstone to the north connects to this one, blocking teleportation across the boundary, and also blocking demons from physically walking across. I am Captain Thole. I am the regent of Fort Clearwater.
The Chaos Circles can be used if a demon, powerful demon, and also a powerful spellcaster were to work together in order to make sure that the Chaos Circles are reliable in their teleportation.
We're up against a powerful arcane caster. That could be a problem.
You hear the sound of a low horn sounding from above you. Sinbon comes running into your rooms. Something is approaching from the west.
Okay, well,
Mankrull leaps atop Agan outside of the building and cheers him on to charge without quite realizing to charge.
Actually,
I'm sorry, I was just going to say, Tikkana just sort of very slowly gathers her things oh god, I've not had a night of rest in so long.
You have actually.
Eyes always have to be demons.
Like a 50-mile walk here. So Agan is actually... Sorry?
Nothing.
Agan is actually inside of the castle walls right now. So you're going to need to get him out, possibly?
Agan is going to charge at the castle door.
God.
I was still not gotten out of bed.
Captain Thole is up on the wall, and when she sees Agan charging, she says, "Stop that rhinoceros! What in the lady's name?"
Is this the demon attacking?
That was Agan being a fool.
Mankrull is still half asleep, but he blearily calls out, "Raise the gate!"
This is
Okay,
We're even
they start
scatter
raising
away
the
from
gate.
Agan as it starts to charge the gate.
Let's see. Let me open... Actually, no, I can... Agan has an 8. Okay, so they managed to raise the gate before Agan smashes into it. And Agan is now outside, and the gate is now open.
goodbye, Agan.
Also, there's a bunch of carrion crows, 4 carrion swarms outside.
Yeah, they're just there. Swimming
Yeah,
around
they're just
Agan
there.
like dramatic doves.
And as you look out towards the west, you see something that looks like 8 fires approaching you. It's about 500 feet away, so people have time to put on their armor and stuff before it gets close enough.
Iose eventually gets out of bed and looks around, not understanding what's going on, following.
Tikkana is just gonna wipe the sleep out of her eye, pick up her gun, cast mage armor on herself, and just say, "Okay, looks like we're doing this again." And,
I never get up before noon. What is this?
Mankrull is slightly more awake now and pats Agan's neck to calm him down, and they come to a halt in a clearing just outside of the castle. And as Agan calms down, he wanders to the side and starts.
The
Oh,
8
they
fires
suck.
get closer.
Puts everything on and casts Keen Edge on the axiomatic blade.
I'm gonna pat our new friend Inquisitor on the shoulder and say, "Looks like you're probably gonna need to have to get up close. Here's a little bit of assistance. You have overland flights. You can fly." You just your feet lift off the ground slightly and just say, "Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky and, it's gonna feel weird, but you should be fine, honestly."
Unfortunately, it's only personal range.
Oh. Well, there is also fly, which I apparently don't have. Okay, never mind then. Well, you don't have fly, but I give you an assuring pat on the shoulder anyway. Oh, and magic circle against evil. I think that lasts 10 minutes.
Iose goes up to
Assume.
Agan, patting him on the shoulder. "Agan, you're feeling a little bit bear-like today, aren't you? Please don't bite me." And Agan, assuming the barbarian does not run into interfere, bear's strength, so somebody wrote bear's strength on my sheet. Now, bears are strong, but bulls are the iconically strong creature, while bears are
bull's
iconically
strength.
tough. Okay, bull's
Bull
strength upon Agan, the rhino. So that fits a bit better, because he's not a bear, but he is kind of like a bull with only one horn. She also casts Shield of Faith on herself, and what the heck, Shield of Faith on anybody else who wants it.
I'll accept it.
Mankrull doesn't oppose the magical protection for his steed, but he growls,
I will accept it.
Mankrull needs no magic.
She also casts protection from fire on herself because she is a national treasure and must be protected at all costs.
Okay, so you cast numerous buffs on yourselves. Agan is looking huge. Several of you are shrouded in protective shields of force, and not Iose. Elthae's blade is just covered in shards of keenness. And this figure approaches from the west, and it is 8 fires, but it's 8 flaming heads and bodies attached to them. And 8 figures with their hair on fire, bloodied armor covered in spikes, and each holding an enormous great club approach the walls. They are shrouded in darkness as well as fire.
Yup, that's a demon. That's a demon if I ever seen one.
Mankrull shouts, what manner of monstrosity do we face?
It's okay, Mankrull. It's fine. It's just a monster. You can charge it and kill it.
They're here to make us feel burn. Yeah, I'd like to roll knowledge of planes on this.
Knowledge of planes, yeah. That's a bonus.
Plus 14.
Okay, so you identify that, let's see. Yeah, you think this is a human, but something is very, very wrong.
Oh, so this is one human? It looks like 8 creatures of fire?
This is one human that looks like 8 people.
But it is actually a single human, I assure you all. I am an expert on this, so say hello and ask him if he wants to go into the library, I suppose. I don't know the protocol on this. They wouldn't let my birds in, so maybe we shouldn't let him in either.
Captain Thole shouts down, there's something wrong with that thing. Don't let it into the... Sorry, hold on.
Yes, he looks somewhat different from the other humans I know.
Don't let it into that thing. Don't let it inside. The ward stone
Elthae
is
would like to
unprotected.
avail himself of knowledge religion regarding this.
Okay, what's your
Stop
bonus?
the thing!
15 to identify monsters, otherwise 13.
Okay, you rolled really high. You identify this as it is a humanoid person, but it appears that they may also be under the effects of some sort of possession effect.
Oh, great. We're dealing with possessed humanoids. Okay, great.
Excuse me, sir. The library does not open until 9. Please go home.
And as they get closer, you notice that it's actually a lady, and it's her hair that's on fire, but it doesn't seem to be burning her. And as she approaches, she doesn't move her hands at all, but then suddenly a gout of flaming darkness shoots towards Agan and Mankrull. So Agan got a 22. Agan is only taking 20% of the damage halved. Agan takes 4 damage. Can you mark that down?
Yep.
Mankrull takes 20. And this is fire damage.
Could I roll spellcraft to identify that?
Agan actually takes 0 damage because Agan has evasion. And yes, go ahead.
Plus 9.
Okay, you got a 14, which is, I believe, not enough to identify this effect.
Okay.
And as the creature gets closer, and then it moves closer a bit, and it is now the assholes on the walls turns. They are shooting arrows at it. Most of the arrows miss actually, but 3 find their mark, and they deal a tiny amount of damage. Okay, and Captain Thole shouts, "Not sure we're going to be able to help you on this. Mankrull, you seem very strong. Can you and your allies defeat this creature before it enters the gates, which we will now close, because that seems like a good idea?" Okay, they start closing the gates.
I'm glad I had to echo so I could hear that pun repeated at me. I'm sorry, guys.
And it is now Mankrull's turn. You have a clear lane of charging across the plain.
I'm going to stat a rage and extend that to Agan, and I'm going to kick him, not obviously not hurt him, kick him, but dig him in the sides to urge him on to charge at the nearest. And I mutter in his ears, aim for the torso.
And you're power attacking, I assume.
Yes.
Ooh, this is gonna get nasty. I can just feel it.
That's a hit, and that deals 50, so 76 plus 54. So there's an important point. Let's see if you actually hit the target, because there's 8 of them. You do not hit the target.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why would you save that for last?
I'm sorry, I forgot. I totally forgot. Okay, and
Oh, wow.
Agan is also attacking, but does not hit, actually. So you just, like, pierce through the throat of one of the doubles that's like wandering around these fire-headed people. You take its head off, but then it just disappears into smoke.
Oh, aim for the real one. I forgot to mention that.
Mankrull rolls his eyes.
Okay, it is now Elthae's turn.
Elthae invokes justice and smiting judgment.
Alright, and I believe that's a standard action to activate a judgment. No, it's a swift action. So you can do that and then also do other stuff.
Yeah, I'm going in to attack.
Okay. Yeah, you can get close enough to make a charge, which will give you a penalty to your AC, but a bonus to your attack. Do you want to do that?
Let's do this.
Okay. I didn't make a macro for you, so let's see. Okay, so do you want to do a power attack?
Yes.
Power attack charge, and I'll look for the images. Okay, again, you are stymied by one of the images, and there's 5 things remaining now, but only 4 images. You can't tell which one is the real one. Let's see. I'm going to post this in the Skype so that it's easier for us to keep track of it. It's the gargoyle's turn. Iose, you can assume that you ordered them to attack if you want. Or
Get it! Get it! Go for the one on the left. No, my left. I guess we're both the same left, but no, that one. Oh, it's moving. And yes, the gargoyles charge forward to claw their foe. Well, how's it go?
Okay, so one of them actually hits. Well, the other one doesn't even hit anything. But that's a 3 damage. Okay,
That's
yeah.
how it's done at first blood.
So
it's my...
Yeah.
Alright, seeing the blood has been spilled, one sec, I'll blow my nose. There's some nice detail for the podcast. Iose is going to cast a spell upon, let's see, how badly injured is Mankrull?
I have 69 health.
You're fine. And she is going to direct the carrion storms to move in, as the Wicked Witch of the West music plays as they descend, but only one can storm at once. Minions of Urgathoa, to me, and then to them! And they move in to swarm. So basically, that's auto damage. Yeah, mirror that. Then she moves in and casts Desecrate upon the area, calling upon the unholy power of her goddess, the Lady of Gluttony, the Pallid Princess, to corrupt the very earth upon which she stands. Daisies shrivel. Everybody feels the cold grip of darkness and death descend upon them. And the undead attack better, which is good. Yay!
And she needs to make a saving throw against distraction, I think.
Yep.
Something
Yeah,
like
it's very
that.
distracting. There's birds everywhere. She has no coat hangers.
And it's a fort save. I think that's higher, but I think that still makes it so she's not nauseated. So with these undead birds floating around and daisies shriveling, it is now Tikkana's turn.
Fantastic. Okay. Tikkana is going to start chanting something in arcane ritual sort of stuff. Lights begin to flash out, and suddenly everybody who's very close to each other, I'm going to say it's, what was the Inquisitor's name? I'm sorry.
Elthae.
Elthae, again, and also Mankrull. And I think this, also the, skeletons, I think they may actually get included in this, will now have haste.
Yay.
Yay. Everyone is hasted, which means you get extra attacks and also move faster, and you get a small bonus to attacks. So that's nice.
Does that include Mankrull? Well, no.
Yes.
Mankrull has to make a saving throw against it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So
Yeah,
I will roll the will save. It's will save, right?
I
I'm
think
not
it
sorry.
is.
Mankrull actually, check your DC, because it's a 13.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an 18 for this one.
So yeah, Mankrull fails his will save and is affected by haste. Against
I'm so
his
sorry.
will.
He shakes his fist. I need no magic. Mankrull can kill with his own fists.
Also, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Iose was probably affected because she was pretty nearby. She moved up to cast Desecrate.
Yeah. You haste everyone, and everyone's moving now, like, kind of blurring around the battlefield, moving very quickly. Then the shadow fire lady suddenly splits. The fire part of her 5 doubles becomes stronger, like blazing brighter, and the shadow part coalesces into one shadow creature floating above her head. And the shadow speaks, "We will bring down the ward stone, and all of your tiny nation will perish." This has been the second episode of the Transoceanic Actual Play podcast demo adventure, The Worldwound Avengers. I'd like to give a shout out to the artist Noctiflora, whose Creative Commons share-alike music we used for the intro to this episode. Check out the link in the description below. Thank you for listening.